Hello, everyone. Welcome to BizChicks TV. This is the place where you can find tips and tools to help you do business better. We're here to help you run a profitable business. It's fun to run and to take the hassle out of your hustle. Today, we're here with coffee talk and conversations with the BizChicks. I'm here with my friend and colleague, Miss Francine Gregory, real estate entrepreneur and tech diva. I'm Terralina from California Cover Ups, and we are the BizChicks. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We always like to start off the week with something that we think will help inspire you to do business better. So today we're going to be talking about our mindset. And so, girl, get your coffee, get your tea, whatever it is you got going on, guys. And let's sit back and let's figure out this thing that our brain is trying to do to us. Let's take control. Fran, what you got for us today?
Today, we're going to be talking about 5 mindset shifts that we can do to reduce negativity.
Mm.
Why would we want to reduce negativity? I heard it earlier that negativity is like you're trying to move someplace, you're trying to push a car forward. The car might need to be pushed, and so the car is being pushed forward. Okay, let me start again. So you're at a stoplight, your car stalls, and somebody is helping you push the car out of the way, but you got your foot on the brake.
Oh.
And so they can't help you get the car pushed to wherever you need to push it, or get the car to go wherever you need to get it to go, because a lot of times our feet are on the brakes. Those brakes are the negativity. And so I was like, okay, so what do we need to do to reduce negativity? So we can get our foot off the brake, so we can have some momentum, so that we can move some things forward. What do we need to do? So 5 mind shifts that you can do to reduce negativity. Number 1, challenge your thoughts.
Okay. Hey, is this
So what does that mean, to challenge your thoughts?
Is this thought true? Is this thought something I want to entertain?
So is the thought, when negativity creeps in, pause. Now, something I heard on another TV program. Oh no, somebody I know who's in the military. You pause, count to 7 before you respond.
7. Most people want to count to
3 or 10, but pause, count to 7, and then ask this question: is this 100% true? Am I assuming the worst? Because a lot of times stuff is not really what we think it is. We have made up something in our mind. This is hard. Well, is it really hard, or is it there's a challenge, and if you put your mind to it, you can overcome that challenge, right? Is it really hard, or is it that you just don't want to do it, or what? Okay, so here's the thing. Learning a new language, some people think that's hard, but people do it every day. Babies at 1 year old are learning sign language. Okay, so is it really hard to learn, or is it we just don't want to put ourselves in a position to learn something new sometimes?
Because learning something new, friend, requires repetition.
And it requires you starting from scratch to do it, right? You have to start from scratch, not knowing what this is. If I'm going to learn Mandarin, I'm going
Mhm.
to have to learn syllables, sounds, things I'm not used to. And I'm going to have to put myself in a position to do that. I'm
Mhm.
going to put myself in the position. I probably need to immerse myself in, get around people who speak Mandarin, start, some people, when they took Spanish, they immersed you in a Spanish class and you couldn't do anything but ask the teacher in Spanish for whatever it was that you wanted. You had to reply in Spanish so that you were immersed in that. Well,
Mhm.
that's the same thing with anything you can do for your business. You're going to need, I need to learn how to do my financial report or my financial statements. You're going to need to know that language. So you're probably going to need to get with your CPA, your bookkeeper or something so that you can learn the language and understand what's going on.
Mhm.
So, are we assuming the worst? Is there another way to see this? You got to challenge your thoughts. Is that really the worst thing that could happen? I'm sure that there are a lot of worse things that can happen. Number two, practice gratitude daily. Okay,
Ah,
so
I
I
love it.
know that word's been batted around a lot.
Mhm.
Just write in your gratitude journal and okay, here's the thing. Stop focusing on the negative. What's going right in your business?
Mhm.
What's going right? It's easy to see negative.
It
It is
is.
easy to point out, ooh, that's not right. That's what, can we point out the good stuff? Do you celebrate your wins every day?
Thank you.
And that's what practicing gratitude daily is, celebrating your wins. Write down three things you're thankful for every day, big or small. It rewires your brain to notice the good. I
Mhm.
know it seems like gratitude, I'm writing it. Okay, move past that and actually do it.
And do you really have to write it down, or can you just say it out loud? I am grateful for, the ability to see, the ability to think, to know who I am or where I am.
And in order to do that, you have to stop. Remember, we talked
Mhm.
about that in the last point is that stop, take seven, count to seven, and find something to be grateful for. Count to seven, find something that's going right.
And here's the thing. How about we decide to celebrate small wins? Because once we learn how to win small, we can duplicate that and turn it into a big win. Don't
So, so,
ignore the
so I'm gonna
small
read.
wins.
So you said learn how to celebrate small.
Yes, do
Mm.
not despise small beginnings.
A
I
lot of
know
people.
I know there are people who are making maybe $10 a day. But if they did that 10 times every day, that's $500 a week. You gotta think about, okay, how did this happen? And how can I multiply that? But if I say, oh, it was only this and it was only that and that, do you understand what I'm saying?
Mhm. So you're celebrating the small beginnings. You're celebrating the small steps.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that you actually put forth the effort. You took the class. You signed up for the class. You wrote a new program. You wrote a new offer. You did something to propel your business forward. You did something with the. You did something,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
so you can celebrate that. And the celebration does not necessarily need to involve fireworks. Sometimes we want the, instead of just the, that was good.
Mm-hmm.
Celebrate big, medium, small, whatever. celebrate it.
Please. Otherwise, you think you are not making progress. You minimize a successful system,
Mm-hmm.
and you may actually overlook it.
And I'm going to say this, successful systems are boring.
Mhm.
Doing the same thing consistently every single day, you may not notice, you may think, oh, this is something I'm just doing every day, but your clients, they notice it, they see it, they are grateful, and they're getting benefit from
Mhm.
your daily boring routine,
There you go.
because we have been programmed to expect the spectacular. It has to be fireworks every time. No, we just need to get up and do the practice every single day. And gratitude shifts your focus from what's wrong to what's right.
Mhm.
So the practice of recognizing what's going well, that's a practice.
Mhm.
Recognizing what's going well. Oh, the water is on today. The flowers are blooming. Let's notice what's going well.
The air conditioning is working. You know, just so much
Mhm.
to be grateful for and to celebrate.
Which brings us to our next point, which is to reframe problems.
Mm.
Instead of asking, why me? Why me? Okay, what is this teaching me?
Mhm. What
I'm
can I
now
learn
asking
from this?
that question. What's teaching? What is this? What am I going to learn from this instead of
Mhm.
why me? Okay, why not you? Let's find out what we need to learn from this. You can take that as, okay, I can turn a setback into an opportunity to grow. There are a couple of people, Myron Golden is one of them, who talks about whenever you get started on something, there will be a disruption. You make a decision to go forward, there's going to be
Opposition.
some opposition comes. So,
Mhm.
since if you can recognize that, as you, Joyce Meyer says, new level, new devil, that's all that is.
Mhm.
If you are going forward in something, expect that there's going to be some opposition to your forward progress, and know that it's coming, and don't just wallow in like, oh, I started doing this and the kids got sick and okay, stuff is going to happen when you are making forward progress.
Mhm.
Plan for that to happen so that you push through it when it comes.
Mhm. Mhm.
Oh,
Mhm.
that's not going to happen to me. Yes, it will. You're moving forward, you done made plans to do stuff, and now stuff is happening to you, things is going on, and it's all, are you going to push past the resistance?
Mm. Okay.
Reframe the problem. It's like, okay, that came up, this just is an opportunity for me to grow, to get some new information, check in and figure out, what do I need to do? Ask God why, what's happening, where can I make some adjustment, where do I tweak some things? Okay, I just need to figure out my next move and not quit, because your resolve is being tested. Are you gonna keep going, or are you gonna quit? It's not comfortable anymore.
Mm. Okay.
It's this is not, oh, this ride, this seat on this bus is not that comfortable. Okay, so what? Are you going to push forward and keep it pushing? Some
Mhm.
people give up. Oh, I, it's not ever going to be comfortable when you go swimming. The water. It's too cold. Oh, it's too hot. Something is not going to be to your liking. Are you going to push past it? Reframe the problem. What shall I learn from this? What's going to happen if I when I overcome this? How will I be able to help someone else?
Mm. Okay.
Yes, it's easy to say, why me? It's easy to complain. It's easy to get down in the mud. I don't know what's happening. And okay, you can stay there.
So the question becomes, when you are reframing a problem,
Hmm.
it's a lot of times it's just a matter of flipping the problem on its head. So here's the solution. Okay. You know what I'm saying? The milk was on the counter upside down and it's leaking. Oh, let me flip it the other way.
There is a solution to every problem. Sometimes we need to stop, step back, and just look and see what could be the answer to this.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Instead of what was it that we learned? And we respond instead of react.
Mm-hmm.
Many people react to some. Okay, let's just stop, take a real good look. What's really going on here? Oh, I need to adjust this. I need to fix this situation so that, oh, that's what needs to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do that anymore. Do this. I remember when we were talking to people in the smart money management class. You reframed the negativity surrounded by the word budget.
Mm.
There's a negative connotation. What did you call a budget?
I call it a happiness plan.
Why? Because when you sit down and put the numbers in the old, what we was used to be termed budget, you can set a plan for happiness. Oh, I get to go on a trip. Oh, I get to do this, because you put all those things in your plan, in that financial plan, what's going to make you happy.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have to be a chain of bondage in your mind.
There you go.
It can be literally uh, a source of happiness. Oh, we get to plan for the family reunion. We get to plan the family vacation. And yes, you have your regular family expenses. Oh, Billy is going to science camp, so let's put that on the happiness plan. You
Mm-hmm.
put things in the plan. Make a plan for the things that you want to do. You plan those things.
Mm-hmm.
They're not random acts, it's planned. And so creating a happiness plan does that instead of calling it a budget.
There you go.
A budget sounds like it's a binding the mind.
Mm-hmm. Jail.
Yes. The next point would be on our 5 mindset shifts would be to set mental boundary.
Mm-hmm.
Dam in Washington.
Oh, mm-hmm.
Okay. Set mental boundaries. So, not every thought deserves our attention. Every thought that comes to mind does not necessarily deserve your attention. There will be things that come up that may be fear, anxiety, or doubt, and you can say no to it. You do not have to say yes and allow every thought that comes flying your way. It does not necessarily have to happen. It doesn't need to be there. So you set some mental boundaries. What will you allow? What thoughts have you been allowing that no longer serve you? What are the thoughts that do serve you? And how are those thoughts um, coming to you? Not every thought deserves your attention. Some thoughts They just don't work. Well, who told you you could do that? That's not a thought that serves you. A thought of, well, I don't know, this person is doing this better than I am. That thought does not serve you. What are the thoughts that propel you forward? What are the thoughts that are going to help you move to your destination? What thoughts are helping propel you forward? What thoughts are keeping you chained to where you are now? Taking time to notice your thoughts, and are the thoughts serving you? Hey, Dr. Tachi, are the thoughts that you think right now helping you? Are they helping you get to where you want to go? You are living your thoughts from yesterday. The thoughts you had yesterday are what you're living today. So when there's doubt or fear, you can say, nope, not today. Not going to take that today. You get to choose what stays, and you get to choose what goes away. So the next mind shift to reduce negativity: visualize better outcomes. So we have an imagination. We can dream of whatever it is that we want. So dream of something you want to have come to pass. So whatever you believe, that's true for you.
Okay.
So if I expect that the lion is going to eat me in the street, okay, there may not be a literal lion, but I'm not going to go out the house because I think there's a lion out there that's going to eat me in the street. So I'm not going out into the street.
Mm-hmm.
But there may not be a lion. The weather didn't say that there was lions today. Whatever it is, you can imagine certain things, and they can either hinder you or help you get going. So visualize better outcomes, which probably means that you're going to have to get better information. Where are you getting your information from?
Okay.
The world, what was it? Was it the little red hen? The sky is falling. The sky is falling.
Chicken Little.
Chicken Little. Okay. So who are you getting your information from?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Who said the sky was falling?
Mm-hmm.
Is that true?
Well, Mark says thoughts happen. They're not all created. So you don't have to believe every thought that shows up. You can program your thoughts to better align them with your vision for your life. Good
Mm.
morning, Mark
Oh, so you can program your thoughts?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You can take control of your thoughts.
So, one of the things that we were looking at earlier, we're challenging our thoughts.
We can
We're asking
reframe.
whether or not they're true or helpful, and limit here. I'm going to go to these. I don't think I sent you these points, but
Mm-hmm.
limiting negative input. Cut back
Mm.
on the news, gossip, and toxic people.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Shift your focus. We talked about that. Look for what's good, even if it's small. We talked about that. But the limiting negative input, that is so key, because right now there is so much negative input that's flying around. You're going to need to play dodgeball. Okay, well, you may not
Mm-hmm.
have to play dodgeball if you just get away from the negative. Put up your shields up. If you're a Star Trek fan, shields up.
Mm-hmm.
Limit negative input. And also with our point, the last point we're talking about, on visualizing better outcomes, you got to start saying better stuff.
Okay.
Watch your words. Say stuff that builds, not what breaks.
I like that. Build up, don't tear down. And
Right.
and by all means, when it comes to yourself, do that. People say, "Oh, you're just bragging on yourself." You just no. You're building yourself up. You're building up your self-confidence. And there's always going to be somebody that tells you you can't do something. And if you receive that and you don't say anything against it, even if you got to go in the next room and say, "Oh no, this is who I am.
Right.
This is what I know."
Talking about that, do something to move your body. Sometimes getting up, taking a walk, or will help reduce negativity when you can see the beauty that's outside, even if it's cold or whatever. And you can choose to see the beautiful in everything. Walk, stretch, dance, because movement boosts your mood. When they used to have those when you go into a conference or something, and they get you to get up. Okay, everybody get up and let's woo.
The icebreaker, the team spirit icebreaker type thing.
Yes, but
Spirit change at high school.
that's because it's proven that when you get up and move, it moves you. It moves your mood. It gets you out of that funk. Some people just gonna still be, well, that's not what I do. Whatever. But if you actually participated, it can break up the negativity.
Mark says, success by any definition is a product of conditioning. It is aligning your thoughts, words, and actions with a clear vision. You have to work out your mind just like your body.
Yes. Thank you, Mark. So we visualize better outcomes, and we have to stop expecting the worst, start seeing the best, picturing your success. Like Mark just said, picture your success, speak it, feel it. Mark says our beliefs determine our success. A belief is a thought we keep thinking and repeating and holding as truth. Your mindset will always follow your vision. And we're not talking about the vision you wrote on paper, although it should be matching what you're seeing in your mind. Whatever you see in your mind, you are perpetuating. And these 5 things that we talked about, these 5 mind shifts, there are more, but these 5 will help you reduce negativity. 1, challenge your thoughts. 2, practice gratitude every day, looking for the good stuff. 3, reframing problems. 4, set mental boundaries. 5, visualize better outcomes. When we do these things, we can reduce the negativity that come our way. So with that, we want to say thank you for tuning in today for our BizChicks Coffee Talk. We'll be back next Monday. Remember that we are here to help you take the hassle out of your hustle. And so we want you to become a part of the BizChicks community. You can do that by texting biz to 33777. And then you can also go to bizchicks.net. We want to say thank you, Dr. Tachi and Mark. We're looking forward to getting together in the not too distant future. We're looking to hear from you. Check out Mark at 4 Minute Mark on YouTube. Check out Media Scope with Dr. Tachi, and also Media
Media
TV,
Soup. Here we
Media
go.
Soup
Soup.
TV, indiesoupmedia.tv. Thank you, Terry, for putting that in there. Thank you again for tuning in. We're here to help you take the hassle out of your hustle, and we will see you real soon. Bye-bye now.